I hate harems. This is not anything new. This is not news to y'all. I have made it very, very clear that I do not like harems. And despite people telling me, oh, make this a harem, make this a harem, I tell you, and I ask you, first, why the hell would I do that? And second, just why? Harems for me are like cancer. They literally eat me from inside out. Upon seeing them, my body feels like it's decaying slowly as I read manga panels or watch an anime protagonist be so bland and yet get so many girls for literally no reason other than the fact that he said one thing that was nice. It was it was so hard for me not to punch my screen. If it was that easy to get women, then all men would have girlfriends and or be married. Okay? Like, anime has this unrealistic standard for, like, if kids are watching a harem anime, it's their first anime, they're going to be assholes for a while until they get like whooped by reality and realize I ain't shit and I am nothing like that guy on the screen who also isn't shit and also doesn't really they don't deserve the women that they get. Let's take for example, if you don't know, go check out this anime. It's about I reincarnated in another world with my smartphone. Oh, that shit made my blood boil. The main character is so bland that when people are drawn to him, I wonder to myself, why would a king, okay, a king, someone of stature, a noble, someone that he helped, which is almost like almost everyone because he's such a goody good boy, be interested in this guy just because he has magic? All right. Innately, anyone should be raised to think that in their world, someone with that much magic or power in general is a threat. They should all be scared, but for some reason, after someone just telling them, oh, he's a nice guy, I swear, and that person being their daughter, they just turn into a complete joke of a person. It happens either in manga or anime. And it's worse in the anime because not only is it not like fleshed out enough because these episodes of like animes series are like 12 episodes only, but the animations suck. There is no life to these people. They don't feel like people. What person just gets obsessed with another guy because they said one thing and use magic really well? Who does that? Even by anime standards, that is ridiculous. And people can try to say, oh, it is anime. You know, it is what it is. Nah, because anime has also shown us that they don't have to blend into that stereotype. They've done it a lot with a lot of shows. Like, have y'all seen Tokyo Ghoul? Bruh, Toka almost beat the crap out of Kaneki almost every episode. Rightfully so. She thinks that he's a whiny little bitch, but you can also see Kaneki's side. He doesn't want to be a ghoul. The reason they end up together is because they spend time together. Kaneki understands why Toka is the way that she is. He accepts her, and well, Toka realizes that Kaneki has a lot thrust upon him unfairly, which goes for almost every anime isekai character. I mean, Kaneki's not an isekai character, but it's a good parallel compared to those characters that don't feel like they should be getting all the attention from these girls that they have. That's why when people tell me, "Oh, make this a harem, make this a harem," okay, I'm gonna make this very clear for people who are watching this. This video is to let you know that aside from what if Naruto had Mahito's powers, I will never make another harem again. Even doing that one pissed me off. Ugh. I only did it once because I want people to get off my back. Talking about some make more of this, make more of this. I made it once. That is the only one y'all gonna get. Probably never again because I'm trying to join the Navy. But like still, bro, like there is no point. Naruto, first off, you want me to essentially take a character that is all about, you know, working hard and stuff, earning their praise, earning the people that they have around them, building bonds, and then turn him into a character that women are drawn to for no particular reason other than he's the main character. Now, mind you, I could just do that, but also it becomes corny and cringe, extremely cringe. Y'all not gonna tell me that you do not watch these anime what if that make these certain scenarios where the whole point of the series is that Deku is married to a guy, or Naruto has some pervy ass weird power, or that even Asta has something alike. It's weird. It is bizarre. It just doesn't work. Y'all cannot keep asking people for that stuff. it is also very self-insert. You want to feel like you're in the person's place as I am talking, which is very creepy, by the way. That is freaky. I don't know I'm not gonna judge you for being freaky, but people who ask me that stuff, I'm instantly like, what is it in your life that is so devoid that you have to ask me to basically make a harem anime, a soft porn type like series, instead of just talking about how OP a character is, which is what I usually do, and maybe exploring a bit of character. It's just, it freaks me out. People are like, hey, make this a harem, make some, hey, have Haku, make Haku a girl. People who ask me to make Haku a girl, I will smack yo. If I knew you, I would smack you, because there is no way you're asking me to do that. Even the time that I did do it, right? It was in whatever Naruto had Kiji's powers. That shit was so trash. Go watch the series and you will realize how much it brings down everything. It ruins the plot, because it makes it feel like this is just about like Naruto about to go gather some people. All right, it feels that way. Even if I say that they're like not like that, it feels that way, and it is creepy and bizarre. So I am never doing that stuff again. Okay, another point. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the girls in harems are ridiculous. All right, I have seen this certain scene every single time that I read something. All right, the main character rescues a girl, becomes infatuated with them, acts soon that they're in his house. He, quote unquote, messes up, right? Which for an anime girl is just saying literally anything. And then he gets kicked out of his own home. Bitch, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Whose house do you think you're in? That kind of stuff is always like, it's brought up in different ways. It doesn't have to be about like, being in a house and being kicked out of your own house. It's about how girls in harems try to act like they can just control your life now because they want your dick. And you know how I'm saying like I'm saying the first person is because that all of that stuff is self-insert. They want you to feel like this is your power fantasy. They want you to feel like you have this woman that cares about you so much that they just go crazy when you don't say anything nice about them or you mess up even in the slightest way. It is ridiculous. The standards in that type of stuff, it literally makes me want to punch my screen out. Not wanting someone to be in your life and just wanting to be a normal guy in anime, especially in this guy, is impossible. I cannot tell you the amount of times I am watching a perfectly good anime, right? I am reading a perfectly good manga. It could be either one. And out of nowhere, this annoying cat, girl, or some elf is inserted into the story and ruins everything. The whole point of the series starts out as I want to live a peaceful life. And even the main character does not see how having some elf in your life or any woman from another world ruins things. What otaku do you know has a peaceful life, okay, with women who are exceptionally hyper and socially inept in the craziest ways? They know everyone and everyone chases them. That shit is not realistic, yet they keep saying, I'm gonna live a peaceful life. You can't live a peaceful life when every single day of the morning there is a woman on your lap or trying to do some weird shit or trying to kick you out of your house, trying to blast you with magic, trying to punch you for saying one wrong thing. I hate that stuff. I start out perfectly loving the setup. It is just a slice of life. Actually, I'm going to recommend y'all something. This is one manga that actually sticks to that. The main character not only says, I am going to live a peaceful life and I'm not going to get involved with anybody. He sticks to that shit. In his past life, my guy got a girlfriend. The girlfriend asked, why don't you pay attention to me? He literally said, bro, I do enough, don't I? They end up breaking up because he doesn't give a f. And after she leaves, he doesn't care still. He lived his life as a loner and he is content with it, like legitimately. And it's not played out to be like, oh, people in life was gonna try to like help him out, get him to hang out with people. No, people try in his next life. He literally just like says, nah. You know that trip of saying, oh, if you don't like, you don't marry, you reincarnate. You see people like reincarnate in mangas and stuff. And then it's always about either the main character being the eldest or about them having to marry or something's going to happen to their land, right? He's like, first off, no one ever said that the eldest had to get married, right? I loved that line. It was so awesome. He's like, bro, I don't have to succeed. It was never a rule. You just want to marry me off or you want to marry a girl to me. It was so good. into his adulthood, you know what my man does? You know what my man does? My man just goes, he makes a business, he is successful, everyone trying to get on his, but he don't give a damn. He literally made a restaurant business, you know, like the Asian girls where you go and you grill your own meat. He invented that in his world. I love that addition. I love those places. And there was a scene as well where the owner, right, he's talking to some waitresses and they're like, why doesn't he eat with anyone? And like, the owner literally says, leave him alone. Some people enjoy life in different ways. Some people just don't hang out like others. I love that. Because always in isekai, there is always this need to point out that if you're lonely, you're never going to experience a good life. Who said that? Anyone in the comments, put a thumbs up if you don't give a fuck about being left alone with OP powers, ability to create almost anything, and just chilling for the rest of your life with no anime bitch ass waifus or yanderes ruining your day. Put down in the comments. I think almost everyone will. If you don't, you're insane, because anime girls are crazy. That's another topic. Yanderes, kuderes, kamideres. These bitches think that they're special for no reason. It'd be like a freaking masterpiece until out of nowhere a slave is bought, or you go on an adventure, you meet a girl, she's apparently the strongest, you know, despite literally having no muscle mass. She can take down gigantic behemoths. You know where I'm going with this, right? Like, you don't need me to spell it out for you. It is bullshit. There's always these caricatures of girls that are essentially picked up by men, like fucking Pokemon. Not only does it dehumanize women, it also makes it feel like there is no need to put in any work for a relationship. Women are not just gonna bend over to you. I wonder who is actually reading these things and loving it. Especially like when you read the stuff about, like, you know, buying slaves, you are from the 21st century. You see that shit? You either do not go buy it, you do not involve yourself, or you're gonna try to free everyone. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I am black. I am not gonna stand by that. If you want to read a slave hentai, go read that. Do not try to act like that shit in anime is not so common now that buying a slave in isekai is basically the first thing every protagonist does. Like, it's not completely morally just fucked up. Who actually thinks that? I don't know who like people who are writing this stuff is. There was an entire manga about slaves. Okay. There is one variation of this that I actually like only for one reason. It is that the main character, first off, he is not sexually involved. He is legitimately giving these people a chance. He does not talk about slavery too much. Like, he doesn't talk about his views on it, but you can tell he is not trying to collect women. He wants a business. He wants a carefree life. The only issue that comes after that is that he marries a fucking woman, an adult, despite being like, what, 14, 13. That shit is creepy. And that woman ruined the entire show for me. Manga, my bad. But she ruined everything. So, people who keep asking me, stop. I am not going to do a harem for you. Go watch someone else. And even after you do watch them, you're going to realize how corny you're being, and cringe and creepy you are being for inserting yourself in the life of a fictional character for the sake of trying to escape your own life. You may not want to hear this. You probably might like get mad in the comments, but that shit is not normal, bruh. You should not enjoy things like that. Again, if you want to read some weird like hentai shit, you're allowed to, but don't act like it's a normal thing. Not only does it dehumanizes women a lot. It just turns them into objects, and it just turns them into like these bizarre caricatures. Like I said, they are just meant to stand there. The main character comes, and this is one thing I'm not gonna finish this video yet. I just watched a video on like the same thing, you know, that I'm talking about right now, that made my blood boil and want me to, like, you know, talk about this more. There is no way that the women that are met by the main character, who, by the way, has no speciality about him, he is not special in any way, have not at least gotten catcalled once, or freaking been approached by someone who said that they're pretty. There is no way you want me to suspend my disbelief and say that a hot girl in another world, an elf, cat girl, whatever, has never gotten a compliment until the main character showed up. If there's a thing about prejudice, right? Even then, there are some outliers. There is no way that in the entire world, only the MC is the only one that looks at other races that way. It is something that you just cannot believe. There were like billions of y'all. The fuck? That shit pisses me off. You think that you're special just because you don't think it's that weird to talk to another species. And everyone else in the world acts like he's insane. The main character is insane. They think that he is insane. I refuse to suspend my disbelief. It's insane. The plot is always the main character meets the girl, and then they act like, I've never been called that before. No one's ever acted like that to me before. He's so nice. Bro. Do you know how easy it is for a woman to literally just sell pictures of themselves on the internet nowadays, and they can make millions? You want me to, but man, get your bitches about it. That's gonna end my video right here. If you did not like it, it is okay. I hate harems to the core. I fucking despise them. I hate them with a passion. Oh my god, they always ruin everything. It has been your boy, Prince of What Ifs. I am done. Go do your homework. Bye.